are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from Houston. On the return, here's Xavier Ligon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still borrowing money stacked tall the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows through my Mac down.
All right. 11. 18. That's right. Watch the motion.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Willie Gay with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
All right. 18. That's right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
All right. 18. That's right. Buggy.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. When you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences, it's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
Nike Texas. Here we go. Tony.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. And this takes him into the right zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down for Houston.
Hey, south. Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Open man. That is Bob. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Houston. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. That's an RPO. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. Murray on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's to Waddle again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Miami.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Miami. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Leggett on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Oh, and Tony.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and 11. 18. What's up?
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Why Tony? Here we go. At 18.
Stroud. Pass caught by Bond. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 18. What's that? 19 Texans.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Noel. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. South. At 18. What's that?
To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Formation for the Texans.
That's fielded at about the 18. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Murray. Rolling to the left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. To throw is Murray. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Stop.
Well run with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Dolphins will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
All right. 18. That's it. Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment.
Right, Tony. Here we go. Look the hot, look the hot.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is brought in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. An even 40 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
All right. 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Jalen Knowles. Touchdown, Texans. Moody's extra point is good. And the Texans are on top. It's 14-10.
Dolphins 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
Now a second down throw for Murray. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. On first down, it's Murray, sending it deep for Waddle. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Throwing again is Murray. Headed left, buying time. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
And the Dolphin first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray.
Murray's pass.
Going to the line now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here and talk things over before 3rd down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Murray now to throw on first down. That one out wide to Achane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain there of 27 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Again, it's Murray. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. To throw again is Murray. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run, and it's H.M. They'll take this down to the 23. Christian Harris there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. 2nd down, Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. Open man, the tight end, Mitchell Evans. And the defense can't come up with the stops there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
2nd and 10. Murray's going to throw again. Now a screen set up for H.M. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. On the zone read, it's a give to Wright. And he's in! Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It was incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Leggett on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
36-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Look the hot, look the hot. 118, that's it.
On 2nd down, Stroud. catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Pass caught by Bond. To the pylon, he's in. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Houston. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
19.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They put Wilson in motion. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. It's Murray. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Miami.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Catch made there by Waddle. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. play coming up. This is third down. Now, Murray. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
22 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here comes second and 4. They go play action for Murray. That's the Waddle again. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy certainly one of them.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Now a pitch to H.A. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Murray now on second down. Josh Haskell. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
For the lead, here is third and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Miami. Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. We get on the return. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
How was that? Hey, uno more.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Open man, that is Bob. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter, 31 yards. Here we go.
Hey, uno.
This one out quickly to Noel. Down inside the 10. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. His kick is good, and the Texans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Dolphins 26.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. This one caught left side by Evans. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now a second down throw for Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Murray. Who else another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Omaha. Hey. 2-2.
They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
And I think with possessions at this point in the game being a little limited, they decide to bet on themselves, and I like it. So the gamble pays off, they get just enough, and they keep this drive alive.
Murray now to throw on first down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Murray. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. There's that man again, another catch. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now it's H.A. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. H.A. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for H.A. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll stick to the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. To throw is Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's hot. inside. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and good. And the Dolphins have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
Why Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Oh, right. 18. What's that? Hey, south.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.